You know that picture you have in your head of Kyoto? Those timeless streets, the elegant wooden buildings, that feeling of history that's just in the air? Well, that very soul of the city, its architectural heritage, is actually way more fragile than you might think. And we're about to dive into a unique and very time-sensitive chance to help save it.
So what you're looking at here is a classic Machiya. These are the long, narrow wooden homes that really define the whole look and feel of Kyoto's historic neighborhoods. But here's the tough part. They are vanishing, and at a pretty alarming rate, honestly, getting torn down for new apartment buildings and hotels.
But what if I told you that for a very, very limited time, the city of Kyoto is offering a massive financial boost to homeowners who are willing to restore and reinforce these cultural gems? So how does it all work? Well, let's get into it.
Okay, we're talking about a city program called Machi no Takumi Plus. And that little word plus is the really important part right now. See, this isn't just your standard subsidy. For the next couple of years, this thing has been totally supercharged. And when I say supercharged, I mean it. The increase is dramatic. For a full seismic retrofit of a Machiya, the maximum subsidy has leaped from 1.2 million yen all the way up to 3 million yen. That's a 2.5 times increase. And for other qualifying wooden houses, it's doubled to 2 million yen. This is a huge deal. So you're probably asking, why the sudden generosity? Well, the tragic Noto Peninsula earthquake was a huge wake-up call. It really put a spotlight on just how vulnerable these older traditional buildings are. So, in response, Kyoto City decided to act, and act fast. But, and this is key, it's a temporary emergency measure. This incredible funding level is only on the table for fiscal years 2024 and 2025. The clock is officially ticking.
To really get the urgency here, we need to kind of zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Why is this program so absolutely critical for Kyoto at this exact moment in time?
Think about this number for a second. 5,602. That's how many Machiya just vanished between the city's last two surveys. That means we're losing these historic homes at a rate of 1.7% every single year. It's like a slow-motion demolition of the city's character.
So what exactly are we trying to save? I mean, what is a Machiya? Well, the official definition is really important here. We're talking about a wooden house built using traditional methods way back before November 22nd, 1950. It's not just any old house. It's a very specific style of architecture designed perfectly for city living in the old capital. One of those really unique features is the Toriniwa. It's this long earthen-floored passage, which often doubled as a kitchen and a workspace, that runs from the very front of the house all the way to the back. It was a brilliant way to let air, light, and people move through these long, deep buildings. And then you have the Tsubonima. Ugh, these are just incredible. They're these tiny, exquisite courtyard gardens, like little hidden jewels. They were designed to bring a sliver of nature, a little bit of light, and a nice breeze right into the heart of the home, a private sanctuary in the middle of a bustling city. From the outside, you can totally spot them by their distinct features. You've got these beautiful wooden lattices called koshi on the first floor, and often a mushikamado, which is this special latticed window with a plaster finish, up on the second floor. They're what give the streets of Kyoto that unforgettable look and feel. So, here's the crucial point. This is about so much more than just preserving beauty. It's about safety. Most of these homes were built long before our modern earthquake-resistant standards were a thing, and the Noto earthquake showed us just how dangerous that can be. So this program, it's a two-for-one deal. Preserve the culture and protect people's lives. All right, so maybe you live in Kyoto, you're in an older home, and this is starting to sound pretty interesting. Let's shift gears and get into the practical details. Let's figure out if your property might actually qualify for this support. So the program really has two main categories. Over on the left, we've got the Machiya. They need to have been built before that November 1950 date, be 2 stories or less, and use those traditional construction methods. Then on the right, you have other wooden houses. These need to be built before May of 1981. That's the key old seismic standard cutoff, and they can be up to 3 stories tall. You'll want to check your home's documents to see where it fits.
Okay, the money part. The biggest subsidies, no surprise, are for the full seismic retrofits. We're talking up to 3 million for a Machiya and 2 million for a qualifying wooden house. But notice there are smaller subsidies too for simpler things, like making the roof lighter or adding fireproofing. So it's accessible for different kinds of projects and budgets.
And you don't have to jump into this blind. This is maybe the best part. The city offers a completely free seismic diagnosis. An expert comes and assesses your home's structural health. That's your first step, and it costs you nothing. And if you own a Machiya, you can then get a basic renovation plan drawn up for just 20,000 yen. It's an amazing low-risk way to just explore your options.
Okay, now for what might be the most critical piece of information in this whole explainer. If you are even thinking about this, you absolutely have to know these dates, because this opportunity, it has an expiration date.
So, for the final year of this expanded program, listen up. You have until December 26, 2025 to apply for that free diagnosis. Your final subsidy application must be in by January 31, 2026, and all the work has to be finished and reported by March 1, 2026. These dates are non-negotiable, so you really need to start planning soon.
And don't just take my word for it. The city has made it crystal clear. This level of support is scheduled to end. This is it. This is the last chance to get in on these dramatically higher subsidy amounts.
So, what's the next step? It's simple. If you have any questions, any at all, the first and best thing you can do is call this number. It's the Miyako Onshin Sumai Center, and they're the main help for this whole program. They'll guide you through it. Again, that number is 075-744-1631. You know, this program is more than just money and paperwork and deadlines. It's about a real vision for Kyoto's future. A future that actually honors its past. And the results? Well, they're pretty inspiring.
I mean, just look at the transformations. They're stunning. Here you've got this tired-looking building with metal shutters, and then, wow, the shutters are gone, replaced with beautiful wooden lattices that bring all that original character and warmth right back to the street.
And this one is incredible. A modern facade was carefully peeled away to reveal the original Machiya that was hiding underneath. It was there the whole time, just waiting to be rediscovered. I mean, this is literally bringing history back to life.
These restorations, they make a home safer, they make it more beautiful, but they do something more. They're stitching the historic fabric of the city back together, one house at a time. This is such a rare chance to make your own home safer while also playing a part in a much, much larger story. So the only question left is, will you be a part of it?